All right, y'all. I got on that elliptical, did that PM workout. Guess what I watched? Dragnet. Yeah, I watched Dragnet. So we got that done. And now let's go ahead on over here. And Monday is completed. So this is what we're looking at for Tuesday. My AM, PM hormones, AM, PM vitamins, a big stretch, prayer, my estrogen, and a power walk. And my power walk is going to be an AM thing. And then I'm going to do a PM walk. So that gives me the options of what I want to do. And this is just for 3 days. I mean, this is just for these 2 days, because on Wednesday there is no exercising. I have to give my knees a rest, keep them propped up, keep the brace on. And that's, we got a good plan. We got a good plan. And let's see what is over here. Oh, okay. This is, you guys that have been with me for a while know, at the first Friday of every month, I have a crap load of things that I do. Like, what do you call it? Maybe a monthly reset. And I kind of sneaked in some stuff and got it done. So yeah, and then here's Friday, so we're good. We are actually really good. So y'all, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. It is like 5 or 6. It's something about the morning. You know what I mean? Like, it's something about the morning that just blesses me. It's like, it's a fresh new day. Let me see if I can turn, if that makes it any better. Okay. It's something about the morning that is so holy to me. You know what I mean? I can't put my finger on it, but there is such joy in the morning. The afternoon it's like old, it's like stale, but the morning, and you hear the birds chirping, and I can't put my freaking finger on it, but it's just something about the morning. You know, there's peace. Let me turn this so you guys can't. Yeah, it's raining. There's my dirty deck. Well, I cleaned it off some, but yeah. So yeah, for those who don't know, I live in a condo. Yeah, we bought a condo many, many years ago when the prices were fairly reasonable, if you want to put it that way. But now people are paying $3,000 a month. Oh my gosh. You know, just to live in an apartment, let alone a condo. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's like, look at that sky. You can't, there's a lot of condensation on these windows. They're old and they do need to be replaced, but that's expensive. But let me see. No, that doesn't help. But it's just something so peaceful about being awake early in the morning like this, when daylight just breaks through. You know what I mean? It's so refreshing. Do y'all remember that scene in Driving Miss Daisy? And you know what? We got a lot of birds nest around here, so you will probably see a lot of fluttering because they just got a nest in here and here. There's a nest in my fireplace. So, but you remember Driving Miss Daisy, right? And how she sat in her little sunroom when Hulk came in there. And I forgot, he told her something. I can hear those birds. See that? You probably missed it. But there it is. You see? Can you see it? Right there. That's where they got a nest, in that vent. That's my vent. And that vent somehow leads them up into my my chimney. You see that? Right there. In that vent, that's where they live. And when Gappy and Andy were alive, they would play on this thing right here. And Gappy would sit there and just look out the window and look at the birds. And I love it. I love that they've made a home out of my home. But yeah, so yeah, Miss Daisy would be sitting there, y'all, and Hulk would come in and say, you know, we out of Dutch cleanser or something like that. I can't remember. I'm fitting to go on to Piggly Wiggly. No, I'm fitting to go on the trolley, you know, to go to Piggly Wiggly. Viggly, you know what I mean? Copyright. And it was, I need to tend to these, look at that. This is not good. This succulent plant, y'all, is like 15 years old. When I bought this thing, it was like a tiny little baby, and I've had to prune it and prune it and prune it and prune it. Now, hold on a second. All right, so let me get some of them leaves up. And I didn't want it. Gary bought it. And Gary's the type of person where he'll buy something and say, oh, I want this. This is nice. And then when he sees that it is work, he don't want it. So we had to trash the tomato plant. But I wasn't going to trash this. So I let this stay. And I just have it here with my aloe vera plant. Always, I recommend everybody have an aloe vera plant in their house. Because there's so much healing in aloe vera. Pure aloe vera. As you can see, I'm not doing a very good job. Because look at that. See how it's drying out right there? But this plant was a baby, and then it just becomes so huge. I've had this thing longer than I had that, and you can see where I've cut off pieces and where I've overwatered. That's why you see this growing out, because I overwatered it. And then this piece right here, it's like they're not getting enough water. Look at this. But nobody's cut themselves. Nobody's hurt themselves. So it's like, wow. Let me. So yeah, it reminds me of Mistake. See, it's not dry, but I'll water it. I'll water it this week. And here you can see where it's like sunburnt. So, you know, and then we've got some infection right here. So it's hard. It's hard caring for an aloe vera plant. For me, it is anyway. But I think I'll just go ahead and water it. I don't know. But yeah, you know, I just think of Miss Daisy, you know. And look at that sky. You guys might not be able to see it. But this is just a moment of reflection. A moment of peace. A moment of tranquility. And I love it. I appreciate it so much. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. That's all. I just wanted to share it with y'all. I love y'all. So let's get into what this video is going to be about. I need to share with you guys what I'm going through with this egg fast, how it's turning out, how I'm going to take you guys through the whole entire week with me. And in case that you're interested in trying this, then you will know, you know, what everything is. So let's go on back to the table. Let's sit down and let me go ahead and update you. Hello, everyone. Good day to every single one of y'all. I hope that y'all are doing good. So here is what's going on with me. I am going to have my dinner with you guys. And we've got some hibiscus tea, cold. And this is what I'm dealing with. This is scrambled eggs. There's 2 whole eggs. And then there is 2 egg whites with paprika, a little bit of garlic, pepper, and blue cheese sprinkles. And a little bit of guacamole. Just, not guac, but, you know, avocado mash. Not even just that little bit right there. And what else? I think that's it. And I made it in butter. And as I'm eating my dinner, I'm going to be, you know, we're going to talk about some things and fill out some things. Can I lift this? Okay, nope, that figures. All right, so I think, let me just check to see that everything is in frame. All right, so we give you some extra light. Okay, so you guys can see everything. All right, so let me give you a review on day 1 of my egg fast. All right, so let me move this aside. And I want to, so as you guys know, before it was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 days. Okay, let me pull this down. Why is this like not, all right, let me see if I can, I got it locked, right? See that? You see how it doesn't want to, it keeps sliding down. I don't know if you can see how the camera is just like sliding down. All right. Okay. So let me just push my plate out. So let's go with my review. All right. So my day 1 experience. Okay, that's what we're going to call this. And let's see. Okay, you guys can see. Wow. Let me just tell you that this was a shocker. And this is so good, y'all. You can season it any way you want. It's dinner, you know. It's dinner. I eat it very slow. And that's one thing. I eat slow because we want it to last, and drink lots of tea. And then, of course, take all my electrolytes and things like that. Okay. And this is the result. Day 1, after I ate breakfast, and I did my house cleaning, I did my chores, I took all the things that I needed to do, I took care of, right? And I spent time with Jesus, and I did all my tech stuff. And I went to go get on that tread climber over there. And let me see if I can get you guys to see it. I don't know if you can actually see my tread climber or not. Hold on. I can't tell. Nope, you guys can't see it from there because of the way this thing is pointed. There we go. There's the tread climber and the elliptical. All right. I don't know why I showed you guys that. Oh my goodness. Don't mess with me. All right, so I got on the tread climber and it was a struggle. I struggled today with energy. I struggled through my workout. I did 45 minutes, level 1 and 1-3. That's the speed. I didn't do 6 or 7 like I would do it, but normally. But if I had taken tea, my energy tea, I would have gotten nauseous. I mean, really. So I took it easy. I did the best that I could. I felt disappointed. So I felt disappointed. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, you guys can see. Okay, so that's what happened then. So I ate lunch. And after I ate lunch, I went ahead and then I showered. Well, actually, after I worked out, I showered, did the last bit of housework that I needed to do, and did a little bit of self-care. And then I came out and I fixed my lunch, which is this. I took my vitamins with my breakfast. I took vitamins with my lunch, very careful so that I would not get nauseous. And while I'm doing this 3-day fast, I'm not taking any of my probiotics or my prebiotics, none of my gummies, none of my juices. This is really strict. I'm just taking my vitamins, my hormones, medications, and other than that, I can have seasonings, a tablespoon of avocado mash per day. So I break it up into threes so that each meal has a little bit of avocado mash on it. If I get hungry and I can't get to sleep, I'll eat one hard-boiled egg with a little tiny drizzle of stone ground mustard on it. Or I'll just drink some hot bone broth. So I got options if something, happens. Okay, so I felt very disappointed because I wanted to have a powerhouse workout to really burn and tap into that fat. Okay, so what happened was after I did all of that, I went in my bedroom, prayed, didn't even finish the prayer, y'all. I was knocked out. I was knocked out before midnight. I think it was like 11 o'clock. I was asleep. When I woke up, it was 4 in the morning. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got my PM vitamins I got to take. I haven't eaten my dinner. And I was like, wow, but I feel good. So after a long nap, and I do mean, wow, that shocked me. After a long nap, I restarted, or I guess you could say I continued my day. So yeah, guys, I'm logging in my experience, what my body is telling me, what it needs. Do I need to tweak anything? So yeah, we're figuring it out as we go along. So I felt very disappointed, and then after a long nap, I continued my day. Yeah, and I had my dinner, which I'm having with you guys. And then when I'm done with dinner, I'm going to go get on the elliptical for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to go back to bed, sip some tea, and then go back to bed, maybe watch something relaxing, and then go back to sleep because the sun is about to come up. And this is really off schedule. This is backwards, So I'm going to say that day 1 was a success. But if you are doing this with me, or if you're considered doing this with me, this is just day 1. So my body was shocked. Okay, I could feel it. I feel like I weigh $105. I mean, seriously, I do. I feel very light on my feet. But I was afraid that I would, feel something else, like nauseous or like I'm going to pass out. And so here is day 2 experience. And then we'll make notes and we'll see how my body responds day 2. So if you do try something like this, day 1 is you're going to know I don't have enough fuel to make it through the day. That's how you're going to feel. At least that's how I felt. And then I just crashed. Woo. I mean, my body just shut down. I mean, that's just how it was. But I'm awake now. I feel better. I don't want to get on the elliptical. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't. I want to eat this, and then I want to go and journal some more. But I don't want to get on the elliptical. But if I do it, it's benefiting me, That's what I need. So to keep this thing going. And so I will get back with you guys and let you know how day 2 goes, how my body is feeling, how am I reacting, you know, is this too much? Will this be something I have to continue next week? Or will I see some results on the scale this week? I'll be honest with you. If I see results, even if it's just half a pound loss, if I see results when I weigh in on Saturday or Sunday, I think that if it's a winner, I'm going to try and do it next week, you know, and then get off of it, then get back on it, and then get on it, and then get back off of it, so that I am shocking my body. And I want to say this, if you are a person who doesn't mind doing the 16-8, then fine. That is a real good, you know, that will really do a good jump start for you. And those who don't know, 16-8 is where you fast for 16 hours a day, and you've got 8-hour window to eat. 8-hour window. I used to do that when I was taking the injections from the doctor, the first set of injections, the ipamorelin and the tesamorelin. And it was frustrating because you got to hurry up and make sure that you eat your 3 meals within those 8 hours. And if you don't eat those 3 meals within those 8 hours, you cannot eat, you know, and it was very strict. And I used to work out, like workout. And so after I worked out, it would be like, I got to hurry up and eat because my the window is closing. So it was very constrictive, you know what I mean? So just eating eggs, doing the egg fast, I think I can swing this. But this is just day 1. Let's see what happens on day 2. I'll keep you guys updated. I hope that this inspires you. I hope this helps you. You know, somebody helped me, so I want to give back and help whoever I can. So I'm not going to keep y'all long. Just hold on, and I will be right back in a flash, and it'll be day 2.
They went upstairs to get a guy off the plane that had a warrant.
Oh, Lord knows. Hey, y'all, I am back. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. So we are day 2, and we are, let me put this up here so that you guys can see this. Where's my book? So I hope y'all are doing fine. All right, so I'm just here to share with you what day 2 is like. Let me pause this TV. All right, so let me turn that off. All right, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is my wellness report, follow-up, whatever you want to call it. My name is Pamela, and this is what I do. This is therapy for me to share these parts of my life with you, for me to go back and look at from time to time to see what I did. So that is why I'm sharing this with you guys, just little bits and pieces of my life. I have playlist upon playlist. If you're interested in wellness, check out my wellness videos. Get to know me better through my past videos. If you're into faith, definitely check out my faith playlist. Get to know me through my testimonies. Get to know me better through my little ministries and little sermons, whatever you want to call it. And you know, just find what fits you. I'm just glad to have you here. For those of you who don't know, I am on a wellness journey, not just a keto or weight loss, but just a whole wellness journey. I have cut out a lot of poisons. I stopped taking things that I used to take. I stopped doing things that I used to do. And I've just like did a whole cleaning of my house of products that I needed to get rid of. And I just am just holding myself accountable and just getting out of the slump. Before I started this journey, I had given up on myself. And I let myself go because of depression and because of a ton of reasons. And I had to hit rock bottom for Jesus to lift me up out of it. I was literally sitting at the dock of the bay, watching the time roll away, waiting for Jesus to just take my life, whether it's by rapture or whether I have a brain aneurysm. I was just waiting to just transition out of here because I felt like I cannot do anymore. All I have really is my videos and my therapy and my journaling and my stickers and my devotionals. And that wasn't what Jesus wanted for me, y'all. He wanted me to not just live. Not just exist. He wanted me to live. He wanted me to unpack my bags and start thriving and allowing him to do more and more for me. And he did. And in less than 3 months, it's been 2 months, I've lost 19 pounds. Feel like I've lost more. So we'll see when I actually weigh myself. So anyway, y'all, let's get back to this. So I am on this wellness journey and I'm trying to, not trying to, Jesus is leading because I gave him access to every aspect of my life. And this is what he's doing. So I'm 19 pounds down as of last week. So we'll see what happens this week. I was asked to do another photograph or video. I don't know if you guys will see a difference or not, but I will do a video and probably add it on to this one and see what differences we see compared to the first video I did before. And again, and thank you all for your support on that video, especially you, Tawana, travel lady. Your sweet words melt my heart. They do. All right. So I love you guys for that. So now we are doing day 2, and I feel better. And I wrote in here, I woke up hungry, but I stuck to the plan and I pushed through. I did everything that I was supposed to do, and then I pushed through the hunger. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to change my schedule. I'm not going to rush to get these eggs cooked and wolf them down, right? I just let the hunger be a friend to me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to allow hunger to be a friend. If you're hungry, that's good. Let's see how long you can do it without getting nauseous. Let's see how you handle the hunger. Are you going to just grab something and stick it in your mouth real quick? Or are you going to still stick to the plan? Do what you got to do. Follow your routine. And you guys have seen in my previous videos where I talk about what my routine is like every day. So I'm going to bathe first. I'm going to do my cleaning first. I'm going to do my prayer first. And then after I get that done, when I get out in the kitchen, then I'm going to make my eggs. And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat them slowly and I'm going to savor them. You know, I'm not going to rush through them, get a stomach ache and all that blah, blah, blah. So I've been able to stay disciplined. That is a big thing. It's discipline, lion-hearted discipline that only comes from Jesus, because I'm telling you, this is not me. I know who I am. I got a homegrown belly. You know what I mean? Always looking for the easy way out. I told y'all that before. So for me to take time and to do this thing with a purpose-driven mindset, it is Jesus. He gave it to me. He gave it to me. I didn't find it. I didn't take it. All I did was surrender my all to him. He has full access and full possession of every single aspect of my life. And then once I did that and continued to plead the blood over myself, then he just went ahead and he's having fun. He's cleaning house. He's doing what needs to be done. He's doing the things that I could not do for myself. And so that is why what I mean by I pushed through. I felt good for day 2. I did not crash. I did not fall into a coma-like sleep like I did day 1. My body is like, okay, I can deal with this with you. I feel so much better, like I said, and I didn't crash. Am I hungry right now? Yes. Do I want to go get something to eat? No. If I do get something to eat, it's just going to be a hard-boiled egg, or maybe some more broth, beef broth. And I like flavor in my mouth, right? I don't like that bland taste. So what I did, y'all are going to say, this is gross. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Hold on. All right, here it is. This is stone ground mustard, right? Organic stone ground mustard, maybe. Yeah, stone ground. And what I did was I just stuck my tongue. I just licked a little bit of it, right? I won't eat all of this, but I just licked a little bit just so I could have some spicy flavor in my mouth. And I can't eat cheddar. I don't know. Maybe I could lick some cheddar cheese, that popcorn seasoning. Maybe I could put that on my tongue. But I just want to have some flavor in my mouth, you know? And I will tell you, just eating these eggs, even with the seasoning on it, and then drinking water. You're not drinking any juice. You're not drinking anything with any strong flavor. The strongest flavor I had today was Propel. And I had the Propel in my energy tea. Maybe that's one reason why I'm not crashing. I don't know. But I feel good. I don't feel too hyper. I don't feel too energetic. I feel normal. I feel just right. And I think the reason why I crashed yesterday was because it was day 1. So day 2 is doing good. If I get hungry, you know, I know what to do. So I've had breakfast. Breakfast was fine. I had lunch. Lunch was fine. So all I have left is dinner and a snack, which would be just another hard-boiled egg with a little bit of mustard on it. And then tomorrow is Wednesday, and tomorrow that will be the last of it. So those are my experiences. Whew. So let me put this back up here. And so now we're going to do week 2 questionnaire. And for Tuesday, it says, did I stay within my carb, fat, protein ratio goals? Yes. Stayed within goals. Okay, so now let's go down to question 2. And question 2 says, what food or feeling made me pause today? Oh, my Lord. Eggs. I miss keto food, like pork rinds. And it made me pause. But at the same time, guys, when I say that it made me pause and thank God that I'm going through this, that I'm sticking through this. All right. So if I can do it, I know you guys can do it if you're on this with me. It says for Tuesday, was I hungry or just responding to emotional? I was hungry. I was hungry. And I'm still hungry. All right. And then 4, where we got? Okay. What did I support my metabolism? How did I support my metabolism today? I don't know. I gave it good food. I gave it proper nourishing. For this fast. I mean, that's all I can say. You know, and my vitamins and stuff. All right, y'all. So that is the 4 questions that I ask myself every day. This is week 1 right here. This is week 2. And when I get to the end of a week, that's when I ask myself these questions. And those questions are always on the very back of the last page of a week. And it'll say this week's progress report. And then if I start feeling a little bit heavy, I remember healthier mindset makes healthier choices, one meal at a time. Allow the process to progress. Stop beating yourself up. Start lifting yourself up or picking yourself up. And so this was the weight loss log right here. And then there's another weight loss log. And as you can see, 3 weeks, 187. So but things are fitting looser, I'm feeling better. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I just want to see something on the scale. You know that. So what I'm going to do before I do this is my dining room prayer journal. And before I get into prayer with that, which I'm going to do, of course, off camera, we're going to go look in the mirror. So come on, let's go look in the mirror. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's get it over with. You guys know I always have a hoodie on. So here's some weight loss. I can see weight loss in the lower body. I can see weight loss in the legs. I can see this is something I go by. This is not the same hoodie that you guys saw me in before, but this hoodie used to be snug, and it's not snug. As you can see, it's falling off of me. This is what I use my measurements for. The stomach is flatter, the breasts are smaller, and this is looser. It's hanging over me. Face has got cheeks, still got my cheeks. So yeah, I can see a definite improvement, but we got a long way to go, y'all. We got a long way to go. So this is 19 pounds down. We'll keep going, and we'll see what happens next.